Scavengers Reign is an animated show released on HBO Max based on an animated short movie called Scavengers, which was released on YouTube 4 years ago. The original film is a profound 7-minute science fictional story about a couple of survivors on a far distant terrestrial planet called Vesta Minor, where the human colony was supposed to be established, but during the approach of the planet something happened to the ship called Vesta 1, which aborted several ship compartments with, presumably, crew members. And presumably, only one compartment survived and actually landed on the surface of Vesta. In the short film, we follow a couple of technicians who try to adapt to this new world, survive and use all they can for that, exploring an amazing, surreal biodiversity of Vesta Minor. That's what the short is about in a nutshell. Scavengers is just a fantastic sci-fi experience. The show, the first 3 episodes at least, are pretty much the same. I love the fact that, much like in the original short film, we don't get much in terms of what happened. We only know that there was a ship with colonizers in a cryosleep. The ship malfunctioned after a very long journey. Now the survivors must not just survive but also find a way to save the colony. A couple from the short is here. They have names Ursula and Sam. There are also 2 more characters, a woman named Ozzy accompanied by an android named Levi, and also a guy named Cayman who suffers from a severe memory loss and only remembers his past life episode by episode. Cayman is the most interesting character in the show so far to me. He suffers from amnesia and delirium, and we don't know what exactly caused it. His part of the story is filled with flashbacks of his past life on Earth with his wife. And as the story progresses, we see how sanity is slowly returning to him as he remembers who he is and even how he got to the planet where he found himself. He meets a strange-looking intelligent creature that helps Cayman to survive by feeding him and protecting from danger. Why? I guess we're gonna find out soon enough. I like animation in both the short and the show. It looks like it was inspired by the works of a French artist and cartoonist Jean Giraud, also known as Mobius. These are some of his works. They have very psychedelic vibes, just like the show. The art style also reminds me of some progressive and psychedelic album covers. The show is very meditative and allows us to enjoy the fantastic biodiversity of Vesta, flora and fauna. Especially fauna. It's very surreal and psychedelic, all these different fantastic forms of life. Some of them resemble what we have here on Earth, some of them are unique and unfamiliar to us. Out of all 3 episodes that I have seen so far, the second is definitely my favorite. In the second episode, a huge storm breaks and the characters have to look for a shelter where they can hide and wait till the storm passes. Sam and Ursula find a place to wait the storm out inside of a very peculiar creature. Or maybe it's not a creature but a colony of creatures. While the characters are waiting for the atmospheric turbulence to end, the colony gets attacked by some carnivorous creatures that resemble Earth arthropods. Sam and Ursula have to fight one of those arthropods off. The show is full of fascinating concepts and ideas. The character design is also great and much better than in the original short film. The soundtrack and work with sound certainly deserves some praise too. The only potential problem is pacing. The show is slow, but at the same time it allows us viewers to fully enjoy the animation. The show is certainly fascinating. The first 3 episodes are a fantastic introduction. I'm certainly intrigued and can't wait to see the rest of Scavengers Reign. Something tells me it's gonna be just as good.